All right. Welcome everyone. This is another edition of Tech Tales podcast. My name is Adiola Adeshino, and with me I have the immaculate Anoluwapo. Your surname is Oluwasegun, right?
Yes, please.
All
Yes,
right,
please.
great. Nice to have you. Nice to have you. Today we're talking
Right.
about CBN's partnership with Gluwa to
Okay.
boost E-naira adoption. Um, and can you give us an overview of what that partnership entails and what it's meant to do?
All right. Thank you very much, Adiola. So recently, CBN signed a memorandum of understanding with Gluwa. Now, if you don't know, Gluwa is a tech firm that got incorporated in 2014, and basically what they do is they innovate blockchain solutions just to create like financial accessibility for like everybody. Now that's what Gluwa is. Also, if you don't know about the E-naira is Nigeria's digital currency. It became a thing in 2021. Yeah, it became a thing in 2021, and the whole essence of the E-naira is to just help Nigerians receive, store, and make payments without like maintenance charges or any transaction charges. Now, the major objective of the E-naira is just to ensure financial inclusion, which ensures like everybody has access to like financial services. Now, according to the World Bank, right, 45% of Nigerian adults own a bank account. Now, if they're saying 45% of Nigerians have a bank account, that means another 55% of Nigerians are unbanked. And that is the whole purpose of all of our financial, what's it called now? The whole purpose of wanting financial inclusion, such that we have more people that are banked than unbanked. Also, since E-naira came into adoption in like 2021, just 1.5% of the downloaded wallets have been active, which means like that's like a very huge gap. So many people, let's say so many people downloaded the. I feel like the impact they've had since inception is not strong enough, because for just 1.5% of the actual population of Nigerians having the app and being active on it, that shows like there's still a lot of work to be done, and that's the whole purpose, or that's the whole reason why the CBN partnered with Gluwa. So they partnered with Gluwa just to leverage their blockchain technology, and then to ensure that there are more people that are onboarded. And according to what Gluwa said, they promised to onboard like millions of Nigerians, and just to ensure that they're able to build like a credit reputation, and just ensure that more people are aware of the E-naira and what they stand to benefit from it. Now, in summary, the partnership has like three major objectives. The first one is to create financial inclusion, which means like everybody has access to credit facilities, everybody has access to quick transactions and payment services, credit and every other thing. The second one is just to ensure that like the E-naira is more functional. So we're not just knowing about the E-naira, we're now beginning to use it more. And then the last thing is like for financial innovation. So like from time to time there are changes, there are updates, and just like our regular banks and all of the services that we get from them, all of these things will continue. There are also services that we also enjoy from using like the E-naira. So that's like a summary of what the partnership is about.
All right, thank you, Anu. But when E-naira launched, right, we thought it was going to take off because it's very rare for the CBN, like the CBN, right, to launch an initiative and it doesn't take off. What do you think was wrong with that takeoff, with that initiative?
All right, it was a good initiative actually, but at the time, Nigerians were very skeptical, because I mean that was when the point where cryptocurrency began to be a thing. So then it was like, okay, so now that all everybody's getting used to cryptocurrency, and they were trying to, I mean, there was Binance, there were other applications and other platforms that were offering cryptocurrencies. So it felt like if the government starts with the whole E-naira thing, the government has its own digital currency, it just feels like they are just going to clamp down on the other ones. So it sort of made Nigerians with a kind of skeptical mindset of, okay, so that means you guys are trying to use this one to, I mean, you understand what I'm trying to say. It's just basically Nigerians feeling skeptical, like, okay, so when you guys bring this one, that means the other one to go out. And so Nigerians sort of met with a lot of negativity. So most people weren't convinced enough to download. And even those that downloaded, at the end of the day, they ended up not using.
Hmm.
So I feel like there's a lot of sensitization needs to be done, and more awareness needs to be created around what people can stand to gain if they
E-naira
eventually.
a mobile app or is it a USSD application? Because I want
Okay,
to
so when
think that the reason for the lack of adoption is that it seems to me like it's a mobile app, and that's the reason why it's not having the adoption that it should have.
Okay, as of when it started, I can remember then it was I think it wasn't just on the mobile, it was a mobile app, and then it had like some glitches. Then also I think there were problems with like iPhone users, so it was basically just for Android users. But now it's as like the app is available on the Google Play Store and also on the Apple's marketplace, and
So
there's also like USSD code if you want to use. I think that's *997 hash.
so I know if I said Oscar Cardozo, if Yemi Cardozo comes to you now and says, Anu, I'm giving you a contract, I'm giving you a deal. I want adoption for the E-naira. How are you going to go about that? How do you think Nigerians are going to accept the E-naira going forward?
I think the very first thing that will be done, that if I have to do that, if I have to go into a partnership, that kind of partnership, the very first thing has to be sensitization. I need a lot of awareness to be created around this, because if you ask like a random person now, like, okay, what's the E-naira? Most people, it doesn't ring a bell for them. So there has to be a lot of sensitization to let people know what the E-naira is first of all, and the advantages they stand to gain from using the E-naira. So for me personally, like a lot of marketing and PR will go on sensitization first of all, because I think that is what's happening currently.
I feel like there's a lot of infrastructural deficits that the e-naira has. I was talking to one of my developer friends, and he's like, the e-naira is not stable. They have so many infrastructural deficits, and I feel like that's one opportunity for Nigerians and for Nigerian entrepreneurs that no one is really looking at. Everyone is looking at agency banking and all of that, but if you can build the appropriate infrastructure that can power e-naira, if you can build the appropriate infrastructure, that can connect, people to use e-naira, I think our financial system will do way, way better. Way better. What do you think?
Personally, I kind of agree with that, because I feel like the whole thing, I wouldn't say it was rushed, but I kind of feel it was rushed, because the whole thing, I didn't think they sat down, like they took proper time to create products and services that is like specific to the Nigerian market. So I don't know. I feel like a lot of work still needs to be done. A lot of work still needs to be done around it. It's not just like bringing in products. Like it's just like every other fintech that comes up with a product, but then you have to understand your market. So a lot of work. I think a lot of background work still needs to be done, because I still feel like it's still looking all wishy washy. So a lot of work has to be put into place to ensure that what's it called now, to ensure that a proper product is created. And I don't know, I don't think it's a bad idea if they collaborate like with the private sector to, or private companies, to ensure that the best is offered as regards the inner, because I feel like it's just they're just tapping the surface. They are not really there yet. Compared to like other digital currencies, I don't feel like we're there yet.
Okay, so thank you so much. I don't think I have any other things to add. That was a lot of information. So thank you so much. Thank you so much. I think that will be the end of this today's podcast. So see you next week, same time. Have a lovely day.
Thank you.